All right, now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past few months for Sabonis.
And I'm sure he's not pleased with these stats. His rebounding has taken a bit of a tumble over the last couple of months. He's really got to get his energy back up on the glass and start fighting for boards again.
So the Houston starting five. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Amin Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. And for the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at point guard. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Now here's DeRozan. 33 points last game. Pass to LaVine. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Şengün in the post. DeRozan on him. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Ellis. He had 9 points in his last time out. To the paint. Murray, shot is good.
And that's why you want to involve Murray in the two-man game. He's a skilled scorer.
Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yes, sir!
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Ellis. Pass to LaVine. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Şengün, the screen. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Brooks from outside. The shot, no good. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan. LaVine with it. Green picks him up. And an intentional foul right there. Smith, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet.
Rocket substitution. Number 10.
On the wing, LaVine. Green covering. LaVine attacking. Rebounded by Green. For Houston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Smith outside. To the inside. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist by Smith.
Clever ball movement from Smith. The pick and roll gets another guy free, and he's able to get him the ball.
The Rockets trail, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred Van Vliet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's LaVine. And the dunk by
What a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
Houston leading by 4. Thompson goes in, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And it's DeRozan missing. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. It's Şengün, high post. Brooks against Sabonis. Brooks, the pass to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Tipped.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. 15 seconds left now in the first quarter. Thompson goes in, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Ellis, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So,
Oh my goodness!
A big finish right there!
Awesome. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Inside. Şengün, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Ellis. Back to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Ooh, Levine with another miss. Houston leading by 4. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Şengün. For 3, Smith. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Well, the Kings shooting efficiently. 50% so far. They kick it out to Murray. On the wing, Levine. Outside Murray. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And that doesn't go either for Levine. Houston shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Ellis, defended by Thompson. Fires for 3. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Rebounded, Danezu Sabonis. Kings trail by 4. Levine feeling it out a bit. DeRozan outside. Here's Ellis, defended by Thompson. Ellis's shot is off.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Good work there as it goes. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Out to Thompson for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. A minute 37 left in the first half of this game. Back to Levine. And he's going for the oop. High flying Keegan Murray.
Yeah, he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well. He can rise up over guys. Ryan?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Thompson attacking. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Ooh, Murray showing his strength down low.
You're roughing Murray up a little in there, but he's built to take punishment and can still deliver.
And Şengün gets it to go.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Ellis passes to Sabonis. Green against Levine. Rebounded by Green.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
DeRozan against Brooks. Şengün passes to Smith. Back to Şengün. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Pass to Murray. Murray with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Rockets ahead, leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for...
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Rockets.
They've done a lot of things.
Glad you could join us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Monk in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Outside Eason. Here's Adams. Here he goes. That one's good for 2. And the Rockets lead by 7. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident with, or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Outside Carter. Back to Lyles. Oh, stolen by Tate. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Pass to Eason. It's tipped. Valanciunas against Holiday. Valanciunas passes to Lyles. Here's LaRavia. He's covered by Tate. Now here's Carter. Shot clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Basket's good.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Monk. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Whitmore. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 11. Pass to Carter. And he lobs it up. Now Valanciunas. Knocked loose. Whitmore with it. Now guarded by Monk. Pulls up for 3. That's good from Eason. On the assist from Holiday. Eason's got 5 points now this quarter.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Here's Carter. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Tate. And finished off by Tate.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
The Rockets lead by 14. By himself, it's Eason with the jam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Valanciunas with a screen on Eason. Down low. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Adams with a screen on Valanciunas. Eason, pass to Adams. Drives to the hoop.
Get out of the way, because Steven Adams has a flight to catch.
Outside Monk. From deep three-point land. Rockets with a rebound. Holiday looking for an opening. Outside Whitmore. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Lyles. Kings trail by 18. Monk with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. Monk passes to LaRavia. Outside Monk. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, Monk dangerous from downtown. He gets him up with some volume.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer Holiday. Valanciunas with a rebound. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Outside Whitmore. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team. Substituting on the court.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. DeRozan, left side. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, through 3 quarters. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Smith in at the point. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Brooks. DeRozan with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him and makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Levine can't hit.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Houston with another miss. Kings trail by 11. Looking to get it going. Driving to the basket, and he sinks the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
For Houston, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Up top, Şengün. He's guarded by Sabonis. Spins. Out to Thompson. Out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Levine passes to DeRozan. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Out on his own on the break. Moving it up. He goes up. Big jam by DeMar.
Yeah, the big-time vertical there. DeRozan still has it, having played well over a decade in this league.
And Şengün throw it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Green against Levine. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And Houston has possession. Thompson left side. Pass to Green. Şengün in the post. He's guarded by Sabonis. Smith outside. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. Levine with a steal. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Out to Sabonis. Outside Murray. Murray driving. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Green finds Şengün. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebound by Sacramento. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Ellis. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Green. The shot misses. Sabonis with some nice D. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Good on the bucket.
And if I'm Murray's teammates, I keep feeding him. I mean, he is cooking right now.
Ooh. And it's Green off the drive. A nice shot by Smith.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Thompson outside. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Or even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Rockets.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they avoid the season series sweep. This team played with pride to get the dub tonight.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Amen Thompson.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. Takes it inside. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Houston.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
Sabonis, the pass to Levine. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
defensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Sacramento, the post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
DeRozan, that's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Kick out to LaVine. Sabonis sets the pick for LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. With the drive, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, when Quickly drives, you see that suddenness, and there's also a control there. Both are important.
A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
Ellis wide open.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
And the first shot of the night for him missing. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ellis against Quickly. Ellis surveying the D. Outside, LaVine. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Ingram outside. A 3 from Quickly. Seen with the rebound. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to Dallas. Stolen by Quickly. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by LaVine. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
It's Ellis on the wing. Quickly covering. Ellis dishes to Murray. Clock at 4. Here's Levine. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Barrett.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done. He glides into that move, suspends in the air. Levine, nice.
Raptors trail by 4. 11 feet away, and another basket for Toronto. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ellis, the pass to Sabonis. Outside, Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Raptors ball. Substituting on the court.
Here's Dick. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Kings.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Dick, and it's Battle, and at the 3, the small forward. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, that's executing in alley-oop if ever I saw one. DeMar DeRozan, he loves these highlight reel plays.
And now Sacramento on the break. Levine with it. He's picked up by Dick. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Ellis outside. Three-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. 5 to shoot.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. To the inside. Shed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Shed's got his first basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Levine. And Levine throws it down. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it? You can see the two-time dunk contest champion skills on display. Mr. Levine, we see you.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Let's take a look at the players who are the best on the glass this season ago. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Shed nailed from three-point land. Shed's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Sabonis kicks to Murray. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Domantas Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's Mobo. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Mobo's got 6.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Levine passes to Sabonis. He's looking for Levine and finds him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 assists in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Shed. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. Levine gets the bucket.
Well, there's the versatility Levine brings to your team. This guy can go on scoring runs and keep you afloat.
Pass to Shed. Releases. Again, Toronto.
Shed. Assist from
For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Toronto trailing. Barnes looking around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Quickly. Pass to Barnes. On the wing quickly. Barnes screen on Carter. Second chance shot, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Kings leading now by 4. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Kings shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for.
line for your Kings, Carter.
Carter hits them both. Raptors trail by 6. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Monk outside. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. Monk's got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento. And so it's the Sacramento Kings ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
33.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, taking a look now at that first half, how about the strong play of Zach LaVine?
When LaVine is in his group.
Thank you for being with us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Lyons. Then there's Carter. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Pass to Wiles. To the paint. Moravia passes to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good. Ingram.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Monk outside. Miles sets a screen for Monk. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 6. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap. And they got to bring the double team on him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Quickly against Carter. Barnes screen on Carter. Pass to Barnes. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. But no one around him misses the three.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Barrett wide open, he fires. And again, Toronto with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Carter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Kings lead by 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. No good from Valanciunas. Raptors trail by 5. And it's Barrett penetrating. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And great use of length by Ingram, able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Monk against Ingram. Birtle, the pass to Ingram. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now just a 1-point Kings lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's LaRavia. Again, the miss by the Kings.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Barrett scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
There's a confidence and a comfortability to what R.J. Barrett is doing nightly. Boy, is he cooking right now.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 1. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. Levine's shot is off. Here's Toronto. They're on a 17-7 run. Battle misses. Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Quickly with it. 7 points in the game.
Well, this is what you expect from Quickly. This guy, one of the premier pull-up shooters in the game.
Sabonis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sabonis has got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the shot goes down.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Murray. 20 seconds left in the third. And here's Levine. He's covered by Ingram. It's good.
I'll tell you what, how high Levine gets on the jump. This guy's such an effective scorer on the inside.
Barnes. The putback is no good. Levine feeling it out of it. And Levine throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game neither team can. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett at small forward. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Traps in the tray.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Barrett gets it to go.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Quickly against Ellis. Down low. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
More and more we see Ingram attack on the drive and convert. His length and skill allow him to do so many things.
And it's DeRozan with the extra effort. And the Kings lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Murray down low, covered by Barnes. Ellis against quickly. Ellis kicks to Murray. Outside Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Floats it up for Murray. And stolen by Barnes. Now Barrett pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
For 3, Levine. Pass to Murray. Up top, DeRozan. Quickly covering. Here's Ellis. And there's the drive. That one goes in. That's 7 points for Ellis.
Yeah, you love the unselfishness of DeMar. We know he's a capable scorer. That time sets his teammate.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Ellis against quickly. Ellis outside. DeRozan finds Ellis. Puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ellis has got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Here's Barrett. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
One thing you know about RJ, if there's a shot to be taken, even in a big-time moment, he will step in.
Ellis, the pass to Murray. It's up a three. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The second one drops, and that ties the game up.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. 1:19 left to play here in the fourth. Here's DeRozan. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this is why they want the ball in DeRozan's hand. This guy is stone cold under pressure.
And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Levine. And it's Ingram missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. There's Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Ellis right side. A 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
On the wing, Murray. Covered by Barnes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pirtle dishes to Barnes. Can't get the 3 to fall. And it's Murray penetrating. Money!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
So the Raptors starting 5. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Now here's Green. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Denver. Pass to Barrett. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray.
I like how selective Barrett is with taking threes. It's a big reason why he shoots a good percentage.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
And Allie, thanks.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Şengün, a screen on Barrett. Here's Brooks. Rebound, Toronto.
That's a rarity for him, especially against a soft defense.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
4 on the clock. Quickly finds Ingram. Drops in the 3.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Thompson against Quickly. Pass to Şengün. Fires for 3. Barnes with the rebound.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Ingram, it's good. Ingram's got 5.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside for Green. Smith left side. Back to Green. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
And Richard, the former 2nd overall pick in 2021, we all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league.
Now here's Quickly. And that one's good.
I really like what the defense is thinking, but against Pirtle inside, you really have to go at him.
Quickly against Thompson. Brooks outside. Smith with a screen on Barrett. Smith outside. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Green. The Rockets with another miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Amid. Thompson.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. An easy 2 on the layup.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense. Outside, Green.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Brooks. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Outside, Green. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Look, I don't care if Green is shooting from outside or in the paint close. This man finds a way.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Now here's Pirtle. Can't cash it in from close range. And here's Smith. And he drives in over Barnes. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
A one-handed tomahawk. That's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Toronto out in front, up 2. We've got... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. For 3, Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Quickly passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
Quickly, left side. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Ali. Thank you. For 3, Barrett. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Smith with a screen on Ingram. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Toronto, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Green for 3. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Quickly passes to Barnes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Rockets trail. Smith outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Pirtle. Pass to Quickly, up and over Brooks. And it's Quickly, that time on the assist by Ingram. Quickly's gotten 4 this quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Toronto shooting their first foul shot of the night. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
The dime-dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
It's Pirtle high post. Working on Şengün. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Quickly against Green. And it's Quickly with a miss. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Quickly. Buries it down low. Quickly's got 11 points.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Green up top, guarded by Quickly, and it's hammered home by Green.
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Quickly drives in. Brooks against Barrett. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, just a great job by Barrett. Pounding it inside and getting to the line.
First one falls for him. And Barrett drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the second period. Outside, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Houston, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes. And then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
That's it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. Here's Castleton. Count that bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Outside Eason. Jacks up a three. That's good from Eason. On the assist from Holiday. And the Rockets lead by 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The Raptors shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Here's Shed. Three-pointer off the mark. Houston leading by 3. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And finished off by Tate.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Right side Holiday. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Whitmore. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Now Grady Dick. He's scoreless. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And they're running. Here's Tate. And finished off by Tate.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. Over Holiday. And it's Shed missing.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Gotta pick it up.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's Shed. Drills it from deep. Shed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Outside Whitmore. There's the drive, and he dunks it down.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Raptors trail by 10. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Mobo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mobo's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we got a breakdown showing the average of 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for Toronto.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this in today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better, and that's what Eason has done. It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
To the paint. That's good from Tate on the assist from Holiday. Tate's gotten his third basket of the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Shed, that's good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now here's Holiday. Tight defense on him. Out left to the wing. Adams with the ball. No points yet. Holiday finds Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Doesn't go for him. Raptors trail by 6. Three-pointer. And it's Battle missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Whitmore. And there's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
It sends it home with some passion.
I I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And it's Shed missing. And so it's the Houston Rockets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Personal foul.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. So the Raptors 5 right now. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Green against Quickly. Pass to Şengün. He takes it in. Out to Thompson. Back to Şengün. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
That is where Şengün is best, around the hoop with great touch.
Quickly passes to Barrett. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And it's Smith penetrating. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Barnes. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
It seems like Jakob is always ready to attack the rim. He found a nice opening that time.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Barnes finds Quickly. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Thompson scanning the floor. Şengün a screen on Quickly. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
From deep three-point land. Kept alive. Kicks it to Quickly. Here's the 3. Outside Barrett. From deep. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. The 3. Barrett. Unable to get that one.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Green for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 13. Launches it. And Ingram gets it to go on the assist from Barnes.
Ingram really putting pressure on the D, hitting from way out there.
Okay, look out!
Wow! I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible!
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
The drive by Brooks, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And what a drive from Brooks. Just carving through the defense like me on the slopes in Aspen.
Outside Ingram. Over Green. And that one's good. Ingram. The Rockets lead by 12. Here's Thompson driving inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
The shot by Ingram, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Yes, it's good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct. Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Rockets.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Amen Thompson.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Green for three. It's rebounded by Barrett. Ingram fires from way outside, and the Raptors get it back. From deep. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Şengün, no good. Ingram against Green. Puts up a deep three. Green with the defensive effort. The three ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
over the scope of the last few months for Tari Eason.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. And yes, it's good. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
It's the three-point bomb.
Well, you know, Sabonis has really developed into an outstanding player, unselfish. He loves to pass the ball and get his teammates involved.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Ellis, following the basket by Jalen Green. Outside for Murray. Back to Ellis. Murray is screen on Green. Lock at 6. Ellis, the pass to Murray. Şengün with the rebound. Clark looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün. He could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see. Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
Back to DeRozan.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Driving in and finished off by DeRozan.
You know, it's really the defining part of DeRozan's game, driving the basketball hard at defenders, and he'll come right at you with athleticism and strength.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. And here is Ellis, following Jalen Green's 3. Kick out to LaVine. No good on the 3. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. Back to Brooks. Thompson sets the pick for Brooks. Now here's Green. No one near him. And Houston again with the bucket.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Green. Şengün kicks to Thompson. Now Eason. Still scoreless. Şengün passes to Eason. Back to Şengün. Goes up with it again. And he lays it up and in.
fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and he recovers it. Murray dishes to Ellis. Murray looking around. Another three for Sacramento.
And love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Eason. They grab their own miss, and the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
7 seconds left to play here in the first. Sabonis. Kick out to Levine. Over Eason. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Dylan Brooks out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Green. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. Levine against Eason. 6 to shoot. Pass to Murray. Back to Levine. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the King.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Now, here's Green. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. And taken away by Ellis. In the corner, Murray with it. To the middle. And stolen by Thompson. Stolen by Ellis. Sabonis, high post. Nice to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Sabonis is so strong. He can rattle the rim. He can play with finesse. But that time, he went with the power.
Here's Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Şengün's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
A lightning move off the dribble. No one can slide over in time. He beat the help. Results in Levine getting free throws.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Şengün with the bucket.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
Eason against Levine. Inside, there's Sabonis, and a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Out to Thompson. Here's the 3. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Murray finds DeRozan. Murray is screen on Brooks. Shot clock at 5, and Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact, Thompson denying that shot.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Green drives in. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Levine deciding where to go with it. And 1:01 left in the first half. And Levine throws it down.
Levine has that buoyant bounce. He just looks like he's floating when he goes up top.
Here's Green, and he drives in, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Levine. He has 5. Murray. Rockets with the rebound. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Rockets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Green. To the middle. Here's Şengün.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Fires from deep. Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Şengün. And taken away by Ellis. And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this.
Checking out the Kings. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Kings.
To me, it's thought.
Thank you for being with us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for Sacramento, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Lyles. And there's Monk. Then there's Carter. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Tate, and Tate throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
and then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Carter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Carter's got his first 2 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Here is Carter. Pass to LaRavia. Monk outside. Shot clock at 3. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 9. Here's Whitmore. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
Monk has some real bounce now. When he's clear for takeoff, he's not hesitating at all before he launches.
And Holiday kicks to Adams. Back to Holiday. In the corner, Smith with it. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Malik Monk. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Lyles. Out to Carter.
2 minutes.
Count it. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Assistant.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's LaRavia. No good from Valanciunas. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Smith finds Tate. Back to Smith. Shoots it up. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Carter, the pass to LaRavia. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
And they were one of the NBA's top 5 fast break teams. Not many were better on the break than this group.
And you just mentioned it. What a year it was for them on the glass. The sheer effort and energy they put into their rebounding was tremendous. At the tip. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Now, here's Tate. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Substitution on the court.
DeRozan with it.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Rockets lead by 5. And do not. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Houston leading by 5. We've got Alperen Şengün. Thompson is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Green in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Good read from Green there. Getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Outside, Levine. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
The Kings trail by 11. Now here's Ellis. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint, stolen by Brooks.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Eason against DeRozan. Eason passes to Brooks. Back to Eason. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Eason's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Green, the pass to Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Murray. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
From deep, Ellis. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
Pass to Green. Stolen by Ellis. Levine for 3. It's stolen by Green. Goes up from the top of the key. And they'll get another chance. Out to Thompson. Back to Brooks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's what Brooks likes. Power hoop.
The Kings trail by 19. Ellis surveying the D.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Green, the pass to Thompson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Levine lays it in.
Boy, for a player who can be a one-man offense, DeRozan's got plenty in his passing game skill set, too.
Houston moving it around. Şengün kicks to Green. Driving to the basket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, it feels like a mini miracle that they're finally going to take one in this 4-game season series. When in the final contest to finish out the year, there's still a subpar 1-3 against the Kings.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Green.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
They kick it out to Green. Shoots it. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one.
Watch out now.
Here's Şengün. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Eason. Misses from short range. Here's Brooks. Takes it off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Sabonis' screen on Eason. There's the lob to Sabonis. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And this team, they love Levine's talent. But more important now, they love the hard work and the improvement that's following.
Here's Green. Tries again. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here. And, boy, I really admire his energy.
So we see the Rockets taking the win.
new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
Ingram on the wing. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Brandon Ingram was the key piece of the Anthony Davis trade. That move changed his career, Brent.
No doubt about it. B.I. won the most improved player of the year in his first season away from the Lakers. So sometimes that change of scenery can open up opportunity and get you a chance to show your excellence.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Ellis. 9 points for him in his last game. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. From the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Blocked. Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
It's stolen by Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Greg.
Yeah, he's scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
For Toronto, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. The three, Barrett. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Barrett's teammates love it when he looks to shoot from the corner. They know how dangerous he can be from deep.
LaVine passes to Sabonis. On the wing, LaVine, covered by Ingram. Pass to Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. He lobs it up to the rim, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, and he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Ellis, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Looking at the Raptors, Brent, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, I felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of, progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
Now here's quickly. Outside for Ingram. There's the triple.
You got to point to LaVine's defense throwing off that shot. Nice contest.
Murray against quickly. On the wing, DeRozan. Tries the spin move. LaVine finds DeRozan. Here's Murray. Pirtle with the block.
Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
That's a nice-looking jump shot. Ingram has shortened his motion since entering the league, and it's paying dividends.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Now here's Barnes. No made baskets yet. And here's Ingram from the arc. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Pirtle.
And that's what they pay Pirtle to do. Get extra possessions and capitalize if you can go back up.
It's stolen by Pirtle. Left side Barrett. Over to Rosen. Barrett can't hit. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Here's Levine. Murray passes to Ellis. Over to the left wing. This one for three. And another Sacramento three.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Toronto's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. The three from Barnes. And the three-pointer goes.
And matching the 3 from the other end. Barnes giving no ground.
Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Barrett. And here's Ingram outside. Drains the triple. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Raptors. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And Sabonis gets it to go.
And right in that painted area, that's where Domas is at his best.
Toronto leading by 6. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Murray against quickly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Kings trail by 8. On the wing, DeRozan, covered by Ingram. Here's Levine. Yes! Levine inside!
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Kicks it out to Barnes. And here's Ingram outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
He's got a clear path.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Murray with the drive. Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis with it. And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis not the quickest guy out there, but he doesn't need to be if he can outthink the opponent. That time he did with the attack.
The 3 from quickly. It's deflected. In transition, here they come. Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Levine to the middle. Oh, Look at DeRozan rise up.
Yeah, the big-time vertical there. DeRozan still has it, having played well over a decade in this league.
Pulls it. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the Raptors lead by 9. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. On the break, Murray sinks it.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. The 3 from quickly. DeRozan with the rebound.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
1:21 left in the first half. To the left wing. Levine against Barrett. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Toronto leading by 3. Left side Barnes. Let's go with a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Levine. Pass to Ellis. Spins. Converts after the nice spin. Ellis has got 13.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And it's quickly with a miss.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Outside Levine. And the dunk by Levine. And now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. The 3 from quickly. Hauled in by the Kings.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Here's Sabonis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Barnes. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. So both teams changing it up here. And he can't hit the second.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
It's not going to go for him. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he still.
And looking ahead tonight, here are the. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at the Kings, Trey Lyles is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Carter in at the point guard position. Monk. And he banks in the layup.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Toronto trailing. Here's Mobo. Pass to Shed. Here's Battle. Here's Dick. Counted from distance. Dick's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
And that one's good. LaRavia.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And it's Dick off the drive. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Toronto shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Here's Carter. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Monk. Here's Lyles. Puts up a 3. And no good. Now here's Dick. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Battle. The 3. He can't get it to go. Outside Carter. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And it's Monk. That time on the assist by Carter. Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And again, Toronto, no good. The Kings have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. From outside the arc. Bobo with the rebound. The Raptors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Castleton. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Valanciunas passes to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Off with the layup, and we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose, and in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Toronto shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Raptors lead by 3. Stolen by Carter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter's gotten his first basket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside. And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 13 foul.
Here's Shed. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The 3. That one is off. Oh, nice D from Carter. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Carter on the wing.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
That's his 1st personal foul. 2nd team foul.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Laravia passes to Lyles. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. And it's Laravia missing. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Shed. Can't get it to drop. The Kings have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Carter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Shed, that's good.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's not going to be a soft finish when Valanciunas gets it inside. Count on him going up strong.
Here's Castleton. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Laravia. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a special move before that shot.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
A line change here for Toronto.
14 foul. Substitution on the court.
Carter against Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. The jump hook. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
Off the inbound. Rebound, Toronto. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Monk. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Here's Quickly. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Points coming in bunches as we... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that... Cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Pirtle. And here is Barrett. Now here's Ingram, 18 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Raptors lead by 10. DeRozan outside. It's stolen by Pirtle. Got a piece of it. Shot's good by Sabonis.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters. He's so skilled down there.
That is third personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play, and the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Levine against Ingram. Levine passes to Murray. Stolen by Quickly. There's the 3. Left side, Barrett. Kicks it to Quickly. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And that one, good. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. It could be a difference maker in the result.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking.
To the inside, here's DeRozan. DeRozan, forceful inside.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Barnes, and they pick up 2. And the Raptors lead by 10.
With his strength and his skill, Scotty Barnes can finish inside very quick.
Here's Sabonis. To the wing, right side. Here's Ellis. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Barnes. Inside. Down low. Back to Quickly. Over DeRozan. And it's quickly with a miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Ellis passes to Levine. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Toronto leading by 10. Kicks it to Quickly from behind the arc. Takes the three. Fires in the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Barrett. Ingram on the wing. Lets it go. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Ingram's gotten 4 this quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Raptors.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And big-time bragging rights won today, just grabbing that season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Brandon Ingram.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving him.
Barrett finds Quickly. A deep three. Ellis with a rebound. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 16. Launches it from deep. Pure from three-point range. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
The three from Barnes knocks it down from distance. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Quickly. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent. teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
So the Houston starting five. We've got Green, Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperon Şengün, and it's Smith in at the 2 spot. Now here's Brooks. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Barnes. Barrett, he's open. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end.
Thompson, no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. 4-point game. It's stolen by Green. From downtown. Kept alive by Houston. Back to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Green, the pass to Şengün. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Green.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
The 3 from Barnes. Thompson with some nice D. The Rockets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Green, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Barnes.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Houston shooting their first free throws of this game.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Hurdle with a screen on Green. Quickly from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
That one drops for him. Thompson's gotten his second bucket.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Quickly, passes to Pirtle. They need this. And Barnes, the bucket, on the assist by Pirtle.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Barrett against Brooks. Now here's Smith. Not a lot of room. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass.
Man, you have to like the patience there. Smith reading the defense and then attacking.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Green for 3. On target from range. Green's got 9.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Kicks it to Quickly. Outside Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Ingram. Off the mark there with a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Brooks. Beyond the arc. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Now here's Green. 9 points in the game. And Şengün gets it to go.
The offensive game plan is clear. get it inside, and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Going inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Outside Barrett. Goes up on the wing. And he hits the jumper. He's got 6.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And so it's Houston earning this break in the action, up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. Then it's Green. Then it's Dillon Brooks. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard. And here's Pirtle. Still no points. Pass to Barrett for 3. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch and shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Thompson outside. Shot from 16. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thompson's got 10.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Here's quickly. Pass to Barnes. For 3, Barrett. The Rockets pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. The open shot by Thompson. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
They want Ingram attacking the basket like this. It gets his juices flowing when he can get to the rim and finish strong. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Quickly, passes to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Toronto. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Şengün. Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore's checked in for Thompson. And Holiday subbed in for Green. Left side Dick. Snatched away. Holiday passes to Adams. Eason with the ball. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 11.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Shed. Off target with the 3. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Head coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Making a change here. Shepard's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Whitmore. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Here's Shed. Still without a bucket. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now here's Adams, tightly guarded. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw misses.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Raptors trail by 12. Here's Mobo. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. The Rockets have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. He misses the free throw.
Steven Adams taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And it's the Raptors with the ball. Pass to Mobo. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Whitmore outside. Drains the triple. Whitmore's got 5.
Oh, good recognition from Smith Jr. Now, sensing the defense overcommitment and punishing them for it.
Shed, that's good.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adams inside. Here's Easton. They get it again. This one for 3. Out to the right wing. For 3, Smith. Mobo with the rebound. Here's Shed. From downtown. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More 2K action in just a moment.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. At first time, from the Queens. They're thinking about the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Barnes and Hurdle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Ingram fires from way outside. No good on the quick three. The Rockets lead by 14. Green for three. Rebounded by Ingram. From deep. From deep three-point range. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brooks. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. And here's Green from the arc. Rebound Toronto. Birtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from Barnes. It's rebounded by Houston. On the wing, Green.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
From deep three-point land. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Green. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-pointer. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
And here's Ingram outside. Gets the three to fall.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Thompson with a steal. And he's going for the oop here. Brooks finds Şengün. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Thompson. Tipped away. Hurdle with the ball. Checked by Brooks. Quickly from outside. Drills it from deep. Quickly's got 6 points.
His vision is excellent for a center. You see it in the assist from Pirtle. He has got such great awareness of his teammates' movements.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Here's Barrett. That shot off. The Rockets lead by 15. And he lobs it up top. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist by Thompson. He's got 6.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Throws it up high. It's stolen by Barnes. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Ingram, and that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Quite simply, Brandon Ingram is a point getter, so he will absolutely take those on the break.
Thompson, a screen on Ingram. To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. Here comes Toronto on the push. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. The Rockets lead by 17. Thompson, a screen on quickly. To the middle. Stolen by Quickly. Barrett against Brooks. Barrett passes to Quickly. On the take. Back to Barrett. And so it's the Houston Rockets looking in total control with this 17-point advantage. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the point. And here's the fast break. Barnes passes to Barrett. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes got that big body. Just hang around the cup and create something.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Quickly, right side. Shoots over Shepherd. And it's Quickly with a miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Şengün with a steal. Green against Pirtle. Here's Shepherd. They grab their own miss. And here's Green from the arc. Tries the spin move. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Raptors making a switch here.
Over and over again. It's your north side crew.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Green. That one misses. Şengün. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer.
Here's Shed. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Outside Ingram. Three-pointer. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Misses the layup. Raptors trail by 17. The 3 from Quickly. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Green, covered by Ingram. Şengün passes to Green. Launches a 3. Another miss by Green. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. And it's Shed missing. Green against Ingram. They get the rebound. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. Rebound Toronto. Ingram's got 5 rebounds in the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Quickly outside. Pass to Barnes. Connects from downtown. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Outside for Green. The 3. Here's Şengün. The putback. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Rockets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Amen Thompson.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Brandon Ingram. That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team.
That free throw good from Şengün.
At the line for the Rockets, Alperen Şengün. 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Green. To the paint. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down. That gives him a double-double in this one.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A.